Guess the Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. We've drew 0-0 with Swansea. I have Big Dave with me. Big Dave, were you concerned first 25 minutes? Couldn't get the ball off him?
Yeah, you mean Swansea, they're not a sort of team that are going to score many goals, but they've just put it seemed like they put at least 10 men behind the ball, and it was really hard for us to break down. But first half, I think, like you say, up to 25 minutes, there was a concern that we weren't really getting involved in the game, and you could see Pulis, he's pulled down to make some sort of changes in the back. We went like 3 at the back and went like wing backs, and that seemed to change it for the better. And from then on, we had lots of chances in the game. I thought, we were unlucky.
Were you disappointed to go in 0-0 at half time, Dave?
Yeah, Savills hit the bar. Sombolonga's had a chance at the far post. There was one Yala stuck out a foot and it went over. There was a few times when Braithwaite nearly put his foot in the ball and they could have gone in. But I thought, second half we just need to do more of the same. But Swansea were like, we're going to defend this and get it 0-0. And it was a bit disappointing that so Braithwaite and Howson couldn't get in the ball enough to try and break down Swansea. And I thought, the substitutions, we need to make substitutions, but it just shows that sort of lack of attacking players that we can bring on. Is that the club's fault, manager's fault? It's one of them really. But
is it? I've asked a couple of lads. Is it the importance on a clean sheet? Do you know what I mean, Dave? Because he did make the substitution where he brought Ugal on for Howson, then he changed whatever, they'd held the wrong number up, or Pulis has changed his mind, and I thought, thank God we're going to go 2 up top. But then it was Howson get back on, Sombolonga got the yoke.
Yeah, I was like, he can't be bringing off Howson, because he is one of the dynamic midfielders that we've got in the team, and I was really impressed with him on Wednesday night. He was my man of the match, but just today he just couldn't find the space to try and unlock the defence, and when he could, the final ball just wasn't there. Our full-backs got forward, Friend and Shotton. I thought Shotton played really well. He put a few good balls in. The second half, Braithwaite and Sombolonga, if they'd just reacted that little bit quicker, we could have had that 1-0. But it's one of them, mate. We were unlucky. We've got a point. Leeds have got beat, so we go joint top, and like I say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And
4 points from 2 home games. Like you say, 2 points a game, Dave. You've got to be happy.
Yeah, well, Swansea have just got relegated from the Premier League. They've got a few players out today, but they have got good players, and I think some of the Boro fans forget that it's not always going to be easy at home. You know what I mean? We are now a top side at the top of the table, and people are going to come here and say, we're going to try and grind out a 0-0, a draw. So people are saying now we played poor and that, and half time they needed a rollicking, but I just thought we were unlucky today, and Ayala could have scored like a looping header, just cleared off the line and that, in the second half. So you just got to be a bit more realistic about where we are, going forward the rest of the season.
Big Dave, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Brilliant. Guess the Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. We've drew 0-0 with Swansea. I have Danny with me. Danny, 2 games at home, 4 points. Is that good enough?
To be honest, no, we should have got 6. And I'd like to give huge credit to the Swansea man of the match today, the referee. Absolutely disgraceful. What was he doing? It was a Stonewall penalty for Saville that he gave for diving. It wasn't a dive, it was a Stonewall penalty. And every decision all game he gave against us. I think he gave us one pointless one. He gave everything against us. I mean, why?
I thought they had communication with the linesman as well, because sometimes in that first half it didn't look like there was any communication between the linesman and the ref.
It was for poor, and to be honest, the standard of refereeing in this league isn't the best. It's not Premier League quality, but a referee that poor is just not good enough. You won't get that in the conference. He's mugged us off today. We should have had a penalty, But to be honest, we probably weren't at the races today. We weren't quite ourselves. I don't know if it's tiredness having played on Wednesday, but the referee, he was awful. He's the worst I've ever seen. He was that bad. Shocking.
Apart from the referee, what were our problems today, Dan?
Our problems, we didn't have that cutting edge. We didn't have that attacking ability today. For some reason, we didn't have as many chances as we normally do at home. Normally, we come out with team at home and we attack teams. We get early goals today. I mean, Swansea came to waste time. It was the only thing they planned to do today was come for 0-0. Unfortunately, we didn't capitalise that. He should have maybe put 2 up front towards the end. He took Sombolonga off for Hugo. I mean, keep Sombolonga on. I thought he did all right today. He ran the line well, but Yeah, we weren't at it today, unfortunately.
Like you say, still up there though, Dan.
Still up there.
We can't be too disappointed.
No, we can't, mate. No, it's just the referee that's upset me today. He really has. I don't like blaming the ref so much as well, but he was awful. But yeah, obviously Leeds lost today. We've gained a point, so. But I like to win all my home games. You know, we do. You know, it's 2 back-to-back away games now. If you get a win today, it's looking better. But I'm confident we will win our next away games. But we should have won that today.
Danny, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Guest Boro Fan TV. I'm outside the Riverside. We've drew 0-0 with Swansea. I have Neil with me. Neil?
I am the specky red Power Rangers brother for Emo. We know he's wild as a mofo. He can't be here today because he's on holiday in Malta. But back to the game. 0-0, we'll take it. Leeds getting beat. Shame we never won, but it is what it is. We're still up there. Long season. Keep it rolling. We'll do what we do. Up the fucking Boro.
Tell you what, Neil. Go on, keep going.
I can't do what Specky does because he has got the gift of the gab. He is a bad motherfucker, but it is what it is. Up the Boro.
You haven't done too bad yourself, Neil.
Nearly won't ask me because I've haven't had my ass whacked.
Guest Boro Fan TV. I'm outside the Riverside. We've drew 0-0 with Swansea. I have Joe with me. Joe, was there enough there today to keep you warm, mate?
Well, keep me warm for starters, but game certainly didn't. But even though I've got to give credit to Swansea, you know, they defended for their lives, but the only thing I've got to say is football referees. I mean, as I like to call them, failed footballers who never had sex. I mean, particularly ours today. I mean, we had a penalty, clear penalty turned down for diving from Saville, and then one of our players got caught offside. The linesman had his flag up, and we literally waited like a minute to give it.
But did he originally put his flag up for the handball? Because that flag was up a hell of a long time before they both decided it was going to be offside. We'll never know, Joe. Well,
we'll never know, but, you know, at the end of the day, a point's a point. But, well, with the other side, with a certain person named Gary, which I won't mention his last name, he did his job for us, for Birmingham, for beating Leeds, but we should have win games like this today when stuff like that happens, you know what I mean, Guesty? I mean, now we go to Hull and Ipswich now, next week. These are 2 winnable games. I mean, if we don't win them, we're in that trouble. We're only even in October now.
Do you feel, like you say, I feel quite positive. We've had 2 home games and got 4 points out of them. 2 points a game, we can't complain, Joe, really.
No, we can't really complain, but then again, we got to use that boring football term that we have under Pulis out of the way now. We need to be more fluid in our attack. Starting from now, with Hull on Saturday and now Ipswich on Tuesday, we've got to win those games until we welcome our old friend Aitor back here on the following Saturday.
Joe, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Guest Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. We've drawn 0-0 with Swansea. I have Reese with me. Reese?
I thought that referee was just diabolical. I think he had a Swansea shirt under his jersey. That was awful. Where I thought we could have got the 1-0 win at the end if Hugo had scored, but Britt was just awful today. Where he was quality on Wednesday against Bolton with that 95th minute winner, but it just wasn't his day, so we'll have to go on Tuesday against Preston in the Cup.
Are you happy with a clean sheet, Reese? Or?
Clean sheet is good. Clean sheet is good. You just want the 3 points. Like we've seen, we could have had the advantage with Leeds getting beat 2-1, but we didn't take it.
Like you say, 4 points in 2 home games. It's keeping us rolling, Reese.
Yeah, it's keeping us rolling. We just want to make this a fortress, and we don't want to get a defeat, like continuing. But there again, Tony Pulis in there, how he does it.
It's like you say, I think we're joint top on goal difference. We can't be complaining, Reese, can we?
Can't be complaining, just need to score more goals and try and get them, that scummy Leeds to get beat more.
Reese, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV.